Hello, this is Ricardo Francis, the Venting Vigilante. It's good to be with you again today. Do not forget to like, subscribe, view, share, comment. I will greatly appreciate that. This is just a reminder. Today we're going to talk about time. Time, yes, time. We never seem to have enough time to do anything, especially in contemporary time, the modern world we live in today. Time is an important, significant component of living. Time is very precious. There's a time to be born and there's a time to die. Many of us don't understand this concept called time. We constantly look at our watches, we look at our cell phone to check, we look at clocks on the wall to check time. We don't understand the history of time and where time came about. Friends, it's believed historically, and in terms of going back to the days of the Egyptian, that's where the whole idea of the study of time came about. Of course, I had videos about days of the week, couple of months, and I'm going to do a whole issue in terms of days of the week and months in terms of the whole development of time and how time is seen in contemporary time. Now, friends, time, the study of time, is called horology. Horolge. I hope I spelled that right. It's the study of time, and during the period going back to the days of the Egyptian, one of the first instruments in the measurement of time was called a sundial. This is where they will set us a square and they will shift it accordingly to understand the different period in time during the day. I remember as a boy, my grandfather was a farmer, though he had a watch. He had a timepiece. And I would say to him, I said, what time is it? And he'd look in the sky and he'd say, it's 1 o'clock or it's 3 o'clock. And quite often he was right on the money. He was accurate. Because he learned that from his parents, my grandparents and great-grandparents. He learned to understand, and many, many people, still to this day, they can look in the sky and tell you what time it is. It is believed, though, that the first instrument, in terms of a mechanical instrument where telling time is, was developed by the Chinese. Of course, we have had the hourglass, and there's also the water glass, where in terms of time and in terms of the instruments of telling time, it is believed that time was recorded also by the Egyptians. So there's a whole long history. We talk about the calendar, how the calendar came about. Friends, time is very important. Time is very precious. When time is gone, it is lost. It's lost for all eternity. Of course, as a boy growing up, I will hear that time waits on no man. Since I have a very curious mind, I did some research. In fact, there is no historical documentation where it is recorded, where that saying came from. It is believed that it was recorded in terms of pre-English time, in terms of before the language was developed as it is today. So there is no recorded in terms of who actually made that statement. Benjamin Franklin, however, he made a very powerful statement. Remember, time is money and money is time. It's basically understanding that time is valuable. We need to make sure we use our time properly. We recognize the importance of time. That whatever you have to do, you do it now. You do it today. You do it right now. Get it over with. Because tomorrow you may never have the time. You may never make the time. And many of us will procrastinate. Friends, you should fall in love with time. Time is such a beautiful thing. They have made movies about time. I love spending time with you. I hope you love spending time with me. I hope you're watching this video right now. I love you. I love sharing these moments with you. See you next time.